Hello, welcome to Sports Clinic on Naija Live TV. My name is Appah, and we'll start from the home front, where Bayelsa United manager, technical advisor, whichever one you want to use, but real name's Abdul Makaiba. He has come out to at least say that the mandate given to them, that is the team, is all crew, that it is to return Bayelsa United back to the NPFL come next season. Bayelsa United should be playing NPFL football. That is the charge that was being given to them by the governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doyeduri, that it has not been forgotten. But if you talk about the chances of them coming up, if you want me to analyze it, I'd say it's very possible. We've seen it with the likes of Sporting Lagos going down and coming back to the NPFL immediately, but the chances are very slim. You have to recognize that, and you look at preparations. Then another factor you'd also want to look at is the fact that the writing has to be done. The writing has to be done to make sure that Bayelsa United come back to the NPFL. We have to make sure that the writings are done. That is the most important one that I always preach about. But is it possible? I'd say it's very much possible. And come the 31st of October, that's when the NNL season will begin, and we'll see Atland in action. So that is when I would know how serious Bayelsa United are, and Abdul Makaiba, how serious he is on returning back to the NPFL come next season. But let's leave that. Let's talk about some tennis stories before we come back to football. And the Cincinnati Open just ended, starting from the WTA, where we saw Coco Gauff, defeating Jessica Pegula. It ended 6-2, 6-4 in favor of Coco Gauff. They're all Americans, and a good one for Coco Gauff. After, I think, for the last Grand Slam, she didn't do very well. That is talking about the Wimbledon. She didn't do very well in Wimbledon, and I was a bit skeptical. I said, is it that she has reached that stage where there's nothing left for her to give? I wanted to ask those questions, but with the performance I'm saying at the Cincinnati Open, it's as if there's more to expect. And then the ATP and the men's side, we saw Ottofis and Francis Tiafoe battling it out in the final. But winner there, Ottofis, the Frenchman, defeating Francis Tiafoe. Tiafoe, he has been unlucky twice, back-to-back losses at the Cincinnati Open. It ended a massive one, a good one for him, because it ended 6-3, 1-6, 6-love. So congratulations to him. But let's leave that and let's come back to football. Let's talk about matches that were played over the weekend in the Spanish La Liga. Yes, Spanish La Liga, we saw some matches, but I'll only pick out the notable ones, where we saw Atletico Madrid and Villarreal. They played out 2-2 draw, and it was not even about the result. It was the Julian Alvarez saga, Julian Alvarez incidents that happened that even took much of the spotlight in that encounter. Yeah, fans booed him. You expect them to be very much angry after paying so much. You expect dedication, loyalty, but it felt like no, from his end there is no loyalty. Coming out publicly to speak that the transfer is what is best for him and the club. But the club keep insisting that they don't want to sell him. Yeah, they don't want to sell him. But then another news we're also getting reports rather, is the fact that he favors a move to FC Barcelona, while the club is open to selling him abroad and not to a direct rival. We saw Real Madrid defeating Espanyol by 2-1. FC Barcelona, 5-star performance, 5-0 it ended for FC Barcelona, and they are top of the league. A massive result for them. But let's leave the Spanish La Liga and let's talk about the English Premier League. Yeah, English Premier League, we saw some matches over the weekend, but most surprising one, Manchester United losing to the Tigers Hull City by 2-0. Surprising result. After Arsenal defeated Coventry by 3-0, you expect that it will be a routine win for Manchester United against Hull City. But that's football for you. That shows you that once you're not prepared very well, how much you get beaten. Tottenham losing 3-0. That's another surprising result against Brentford. 3-0 it ended. We saw Aston Villa on our Emirates side losing 4-0 to Brighton and Hove Albion. Yeah, surprising results. And before I leave that, for Arsenal, well, they are the team to beat this season, and the only team that can defeat Arsenal, or stop Arsenal rather, let me not use the word defeat, the only team that for now, if feel like can stop Arsenal from winning the English Premier League is Arsenal themselves. Look at their squad depth; it's massive. You have to give it to them. Squad depth is massive. They have a second team that would come in and can still fight for the English Premier League. That's how good Arsenal are at the moment. So you have to give it to them. For the likes of Manchester United, look far off. The gap between them and Manchester United looks very big. But let's leave that and let's talk about the match, the big one that we'll see today in the English Premier League. Monday Night Football is back and we'll see Fulham at Craven Cottage take on Chelsea, Xabi Alonso's Chelsea. Yes, and then two new Spanish managers. I'm talking about Avaloa and Xabi Alonso. Yeah, we'll see who would win that one. It is a Spanish affair, but I fancy Chelsea more, but take nothing away from Fulham because they are one of the banana peels and they can be very stubborn too. That's all I have for you guys for now. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe. I am Appah. Enjoy the rest of your day.